Am I allowed to go? Am I going? All right. What is your name? Where are you from? And what do you do?
My name is Courtney. I'm from New York, and I'm a working professional.
Where did you volunteer at in Uganda?
I volunteered at the Faith Children's Foundation in Bulenga, Uganda.
How was the local ABV coordinator and the support provided in country?
Absolutely perfect. They were very helpful in helping me get accommodated to the different pieces of the organization, to the orphanage itself, to my daily life here, and they were always on hand and present every day.
What was the most surprising thing you experienced?
One of the most surprising things I experienced, two things I'll list. One was a nice surprise in seeing how committed they are to sustainable energy and seeing that the volunteer house has solar energy. I thought that was really neat. One thing that was a little bit more challenging, I think, was surprisingly in seeing waste management around the city and seeing sort of how to understand how they deal with trash, seeing a lot of trash in the streets, seeing a lot of trash sort of in the communities, and having to kind of understand how to deal with that.
What was the most difficult thing to experience?
The most difficult thing, a funny story, is that for the first couple of weeks we didn't understand how the hot water worked, so we did take cold showers, and I thought that was just par for the course, and so now we figured out how it works, and so we're taking hot showers tonight. We're very excited about that. The other thing is sort of surprising is there's young children everywhere. I've been told that the average household has 7 to 9 children, and many of them seem under the age of 12. And so there's little kids everywhere that you look. Some are in school, some are not in school. It's one of the beautiful things because you see smiling children everywhere you go, but it's also a little bit difficult sometimes when you see if they are playing in trash, if they're a little bit vulnerable or in a difficult living situation. So it's just something to sort of be cognizant of.
Do you have any future tips for any volunteers?
For volunteers in the future, I think it would be nice to have more coordination of if the volunteer wants to bring donations or certain things with them. For example, it would be helpful, I think, to know if you are volunteering at the orphanage, sort of the average class size, so that if you want to bring certain materials like pencils, you know how many to bring, or erasers, chalk. I brought some basic school supplies and it was all used, but I wish I had brought more of certain items as opposed to 12 jump ropes. I brought 12 jump ropes. I wish I brought 30 because there was 30 in my class, so we had to share.
How would you describe your accommodation, meals, and security?
I felt safe the entire time. The accommodation is as expected, sort of fulfills all of your basic needs, no frills. Everything was great.
What was your favorite memory of this trip?
Definitely the children singing.
How was the ABV USA support staff prior to traveling?
Very responsive over email, answered a lot of my questions. Very, very helpful in terms of setting expectations and helping with planning. Very flexible in terms of my dates and my times and helping me sort of get organized in terms of planning the trip.
Are you willing to speak to other potential ABV volunteers?
Absolutely. They're welcome to share my telephone number and email address. I'd be happy to talk to anyone who has questions or wants to know even just what a typical day in the life would be.
Thank you for volunteering in Uganda, and we hope to have you soon back with us.
Thank you. I hope to come back soon as well.